Okay, Rich Rising, Rich Rising, Rich Rising. Let me share this. Okay. All right, y'all. All right, Rich Rising. Dear Divine, please bless and charge me with the energy to bring balance to my complete being, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, all of that is above. Please protect me as I channel the message, as I deliver this message. All right, block out any interruptions or whatnot. And yeah, so this is not going to be a long message because obviously it is 6:42 in the morning. All right, this is not going to be a long message. This is really a message. Let me get the lighter. Let me get a lighter. All right, we're going to burn incense early. And then I got to get my babies up. Rich Rising, everyone, right? Rich Rising, Lori. Okay. So it's super early in the morning, but I want to I'm going to make a statement, right? I'm gonna make a statement, right? It might not be my only statement because I'm trying to see what Divine got me, what Divine got me on, right? So I'm gonna do this, right? All right. I was recently in a dynamic that started as a spiritual connection and guidance, right? But over time it became clear that we were not standing in the same level of accountability. Spiritual accountability, mentally accountability, physically accountability, and energetic accountability, right? This was a blurred teacher and friend situation with someone who enjoyed being close to wisdom, who liked being seen as spiritually advanced, struggled with correction, did not have the emotional capacity to receive hard truths. Okay. The guidance was given in the space that was agreed upon. Guidance that I gave was given in a space that was agreed upon. Classes, mentorship, spiritual conversations. But when insight touched identity instead of information, it triggered shame within that person. Shame became defensiveness. Defensiveness became narrative rewriting. All of a sudden, I was controlling. I was attacking them. I said things. I was told that I said things that I never said. It became this situation is unsafe. That person felt unsafe because I was triggering something in them, right? That was not discernment. That was ego trying to protect itself from growth. All right. And I called it out in this dynamic. I stand by what I said. I spoke from my role, not from pettiness. I did not chase when things escalated. I stopped offering emotional labor when it was no longer respected. I disengaged instead of fighting. I set boundaries when I was accused, when the assumptions and the accusing began. I set boundaries, firm boundaries, okay? I hung up the phone. I did not call back. I did not text. I did not respond. I blocked all communication, all right? Don't disrespect my deities, our deities. This isn't narcissism. This is emotional and spiritual maturity. Rich Rising, SE. Rich Rising. I did not smear anybody's name. I did not rally people against them. I did not expose private conversations. I simply stepped back. What this experience clarified is that the situation was never about modalities, titles, or spiritual aesthetics. It revealed not everyone wants access. I mean, not everyone who wants access is ready for accountability spiritually. Not everyone who calls themselves a healer is integrated. Correction feels like an attack when the ego is leading. Teacher energy and friendship energy requires clear structure. It requires clear structure. And most important, you cannot mentor people who still need emotional validation more than spiritual truth. Let me repeat that. Let me repeat that. You cannot mentor people who need emotional validation more than spiritual truth. This is not cruelty. This is discernment. The human side, when a connection rupture, the mind tries to make meaning. Thoughts come, interpretation comes. Some are intuitive patterns recognition. Some are just hurt looking for language. The difference is whether you act from it. I did not. Growth is not never feeling, right? Growth is feeling and still choosing integrity. Why this particular energy stings between myself as a teacher and a student, right? Is because the care was real. The efforts were real. Because the connection felt deeper than it actually was on both sides. That's not regret. That is grief for an idea that did not have a mutual foundation. The real upgrade, though, I move. I cannot help everyone who feels close to me. My move. I cannot help everybody that feels close to me. 2, access requires reciprocity, accountability, and readiness. Action requires reciprocity, readiness, and accountability. That is a shift from helper to leader. I am not a helper. I am a leader. Okay? And that shift will always cost you people who benefit from my over giving, my overextending. It's always going to cost me people. Okay? And it's cool. It's cool. You know, I'm not going to close my heart off to caring about people or to taking on students. I don't care what nobody say about me, you know, and it is what it is, right? That does not make me harsh. That makes me aligned, okay? Growth does not always look like gaining people. Growth does not look like gaining people. It doesn't look like followers behind you. That's not what growth is. That's not what growth is. Sometimes it looks like outgrowing dynamics that can't rise with you. That's what it looks like. Outgrowing dynamics that cannot rise with you. Okay? Now, I pulled some cards and I ain't moved these cards. I haven't moved these cards. I did these cards on video. Not on this video, but on a video, right? The very first card. Now, in a reading, let me teach y'all a little bit something, right? In a reading, when I pull cards on myself, the very first card that comes out is always the person that you're pulling for, which is me. Me. The first card out is the Queen of Wands. The second card out was the Tower upright. The third card out is the Five of Pentacles. The fourth card out is the King of Swords in reverse. The fifth card out is the Queen of Swords upright. The sixth card out is Six of Pentacles in reverse, y'all. Six of Pentacles in reverse. You break this energy down. All right. The Queen of Swords is confidence. It's visibility. It's spiritually lit. It's being in your authority. This is leadership energy. This is teacher energy. This is I know who I am energy. This is I'm not fucking shrinking, and that alone is going to trigger motherfuckers. This is big dog Leo energy. Leo in the 10th house, right? Leo in the 10th house. Now, let me tell y'all a little backstory, right? I'm going to tell you a backstory, and I'm not mentioning names because I love that, right? Let me tell you a backstory. All of this started because And this is the truth. I do not coddle people spiritually. I don't coddle people spiritually. I require you to do your own work. I don't care if you my friend. I don't care if you my sister. I don't care if you my daddy. I don't care. And my daddy dead. He got to do his own work. I don't care if you are me. I don't care if you my kids. I hold people accountable. I require you to do your own work. I'm not going to be on here too long, right? So I will help you. I will help you, and you can help me wherever. But I don't require a lot of help from other people because I do my own work. And people that show up, they do their own work. However, I am a spiritual corrector. I am a spiritual corrector. I am a fucking ghostbuster. Okay? You got to try to stop making you. You got to stop trying to make sis look like she is trying to hold bitches back. What the fuck? You been held back all this time. You asked for help. If somebody else is commenting, I can't see it because I got people blocked. So you know, I you get put out of the class immediately. You get put out of the class immediately. But this is the thing. I am literally a clocker. I'm a clocker. And when you got bad shit going on in your life, I don't move with that. I don't move with that, right? But I don't cut you off immediately. I don't cut you off immediately. I give you the tools necessary to clear that shit up. I give you the tools necessary. And you know the only tool, I started off this year saying the only tool that I'm giving motherfuckers to clear their shit up is the Divine Mother, Callie. Right? That's the only tool that I'm getting people. And when she come in and she start breaking down that false identity that you held on to, that ego that you strongly cuddle into, that's wrapped around your wounds in your womb, W-O-U-N-D and W-O-M-B. And she started tearing away those layers. And you think that, oh, I've been doing this for how many fucking years? What is time? What is time? That you're going to spiritually bypass. And then the Queen of Wands, y'all, the Queen of Wands is the Divine Mother, right? The Divine Mother exists in all. And one thing that I don't tolerate is a motherfucker disrespecting no deity over here. I don't give a fuck if it's Oshun. I don't care if it's Urzali Dantor. I don't care if it's Jesus, if it's Lilith, if it's Ganesh, if it's Kali Mine, if it's who else? ISIS, whoever. I don't disrespect no deities, whether it's on the phone, whether it's on the phone, whether it's in a text, whether it's on live, whatever. I don't disrespect no deities. But I'm not about to sit. I'm not going to sit and let no healer, reader, spiritualist false identify with a deity and then be in my presence and be like, yeah, I'm a daughter of Oshun, I'm a daughter of Kali, I'm this, I'm that, and then you don't embody that. I'm gonna tap on you and be like, did you read? Did you read on them? Did you go and get the work? Like, or are you just reading readings online and then the reading relates to you and then the reader, the spiritualist is saying, yeah, you must be a daughter of Oshun, or you must be this, and this person is this, and this person is that. That y'all slipping into spiritual psychosis and identity crisis. Okay? Ain't no tarot reader sitting online about to do a general reading and tell you that you're a daughter of somebody. You need to book the energy for that. This is where y'all have an identity crisis. These general readers got you sold up and twisted, and you blocking your own gifts. Why? Why do that? Tower moment. That's exactly what I exposed. And let me go to that. Let me go to that. Something blew up between you and another person, me and another person, in the process, or is in the process of collapsing. This is not a minor misunderstanding. This is a truth exposed, an illusion being broken, and a structure that could not stand. All right. The tower does not ask for permission. It removes what was not stable. Y'all, what is the tower card? It's two motherfuckers being tossed out of that bitch. This is the house of God. I don't know if y'all, the tower is the house of God. Two motherfuckers getting tossed out of that bitch. When the Queen of Wands shows up, she is inside. She actually stands guard at the tower, but she's inside of the gates, y'all. She is saying who can come in this motherfucker and who cannot. And when the Queen of Wands shows up in front of the motherfucking tower, she like, somebody tried to slip in through the back door. Somebody tried to slip in through the back door. They tried to come in from outside in the cold. They tried to come in from outside in the cold. All right, Taurus moon, Taurus placement. You thought that the aesthetics, the Venus energy up on you was going to allow you in the motherfucking building. You thought that. And then you got exposed. You got exposed. All you here for is the aesthetics of spirituality. But you don't really have it. So when I send you to school and I give you lessons and I tell you to do this and I tell you that all you have to do is do the work and you can get this shit up off of you. You start slipping into spiritual psychosis and you start feeling like I'm trying to hold you the fuck back. I'm not trying to hold you back. I'm trying to put you exactly where you fucking belong. Not in your place where you belong technically, based off your karma. Not that. I'm trying to help you clear your karma and actually do the work this lifetime and get to the place that you really belong. A lot of you motherfuckers be sitting up here doing readings and they wrong. They wrong. You come into my classroom. I didn't come into your classroom. Don't get it twisted, my boo. I didn't come to you. You came to me. You came in my class. And when you come in my class, you got to sit the fuck down. You got to take notes. You got to change your appetite. You gotta do some shit. Half of the motherfuckers that come to me, and excuse my language, let me calm down. Half of the people that come to me, we already then dealt with motherfucking entities. People destiny swapping. People doing some bullshit on your end and another motherfucking end too. Do you understand me? All of us ain't been the best of students. We ain't been the worst either. But we ain't been the best of students either. But you don't come into college and thinking you the teacher because you're going to get your PhD. You get the lesson, you go to the graduation. You get what I'm saying? You get the lesson, you pass the classes, you go to the graduation. But when you start getting jealous of another student that's in the class because that person is passing their tests, their challenges, and you compare yourself to another person. So that's exactly what happened in this teacher-student dynamic. And the motherfucker thought that we was friends and that I was going to let them pass by. And I wasn't. I said constantly, repeatedly, there's a pop quiz coming. There's a pop quiz coming. And you still in the test. I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to tell you like I told you on the phone because I know you here, right? I know you here. I'm going to tell you like I told you on the phone. Be careful talking about these deities. Be careful talking about the Divine Mother. Be careful talking about Hinduism. Be careful what you said that I said and I didn't. Do you understand me? Be careful. This ain't no warning that I'm going to do some spell work on you because you're not even worth being on my altar. Do you understand me? That's not no warning because you already gave Caliban, Balamuki, all of them permission to intervene into your life. Now, let me give you something real quick, right? If you don't want them to do nothing in your life, then revoke access. Take it back. Take it back. Be like, you know what, Divine Mother? Like you told me, you're not ready to be a student to me. Go tell the Divine Mother you're not ready to be a student to her. So she can just throw her hands up and be like, you know what, next lifetime, I get it. I get it. Next lifetime, or you know, a month from now or a week from now, after the full moon energy passed. You're not doing the work. You're not doing the work. You're not doing the work. If you play with me, don't play with me. All calls are monitored and recorded for quality assurance and purposes. And that's why nobody gets away with doing shit. All of my classes are recorded. All of them. And I told you, we are not friends. We are not friends. This is a teacher and student dynamic. And I don't play when it comes to that. If you don't show up, and do the work, you're going to end up getting exposed. Be careful with that shit. The Five of Pentacles, hurt, distance, feelings of rejection and abandonment, left out, unsupported, spiritually and emotionally outside in the cold. Spiritually and emotionally outside in the cold. Now, I want to talk about this Five of Pentacles energy just real quick, right? Real quick. The thing is that spiritually and emotionally outside in the cold. A motherfucker would think that I'm cold-hearted or that I'm mean in this. But the same way I show up like this online is the same way I am in person. This particular dynamic is you come online, you give that love and light energy, but you nasty. You nasty. You talk nasty. And when I told you you're not going to talk to me like that, you're not going to talk, oh, I got some, people think I'm aggressive. No, you are aggressive. You are aggressive. You come in a room and you like, I deserve to be here. And I'm like, sit your ass down. Sit your ass down. Get a notebook. Get a piece of paper. Go and do the work. Y'all want to do the hexes and the spells whenever I'm doing the rituals and shit. But on the day-to-day, you're not doing the work. You're not doing the work. You want to do the cord cuttings. You want to do the banishments. You want to cord cut people and you're not doing the work. You're not doing the work. That's why the lesson keep repeating. That's why the lesson keep repeating. And then you want to walk in my 4.5 size shoes. And you can't. You can't. You can't. So, the King of Swords in reverse. Miscommunication, distorted perception. Someone using intellect and words in a cold, manipulative way. Shows that someone is trying to twist the narrative. They're fucking lying. Silent judgment. Mental overactivity. Assumptions and paranoia. That's what the King of Swords is. Para-fucking-noia. Alright? There's a lack of clear, honest, balanced communication. There is no matching the truth. Rich Rising, Abby. There is no matching the truth. There's no matching the truth. A lie, a perception, a distorted thought, a fucking reader that don't know me, don't know you. But I'm starting to realize, and what I started to realize was that I was giving advice to someone to spiritually do their work. And when I did not tell them the full thing that you didn't pay me to do, you did not pay me to do. If you come on my lives and you ask for a reading, if you call me and you ask for a reading, right? And you're asking me something spiritual, and I say, do you want Intuitive Mom or do you want Alexis? You think that these people are the same. Alexis does not do, she just gives her integrity opinion. You know, her opinion with integrity. Intuitive Mom is going to be like, this is what you gotta do. Anytime that anybody call me and ask me to pick up my dowser rides, you talking to Intuitive Mom. And if you ask me if you should be doing something and my dowser rides say no, or my cards say no, or spiritually, mentally, physically, there is a no, and then you intentionally go to fucking TikTok and you book somebody else or you book another reader and they say, yeah, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. I'm your teacher. You put me in a position to be your teacher. They're telling you to go ahead so that you can, and this is exactly what happened on my live the other day with the spiritualists and the people. And on that live, The person said, go after material shit first and then chase spirituality. And I said, that's not it. That's not it. You go after spirituality. You go after knowledge first. Y'all, there's this book. It's by, oh my goodness, where's the book? This the book. This the book. It says Creating Affluences. Very first page. The more you seek the goddess of knowledge, the more the goddess of wealth will seek you. She will follow you wherever you go and never leave you. And wealth you desire will be yours forever. Okay? So there is a goddess named Lakshmi, and who is the goddess of wealth. When you pay more attention to Saraswati, Lakshmi becomes extremely jealous and pays more attention to you. So again, the more you seek the goddess of knowledge, the more the goddess of wealth will seek you. That's what I teach. That's what I teach. And I teach people how to read. Okay? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You don't want to fuck with me. All right? So the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords. So after the lies and the deception, here we go. The Queen energy. All right? Because I don't chase the throne. I was born into it. I don't chase the throne. I was born into it. Now, this is you again, but in a different form. You move from fire, warmth and openness to air, clarity, truth, right? And it says you got emotionally cut off or disrespected, and now you are in discernment mode, which I am. You are no longer leading with warmth. You are leading with the truth and boundaries. This is not me being mean. This is me being clear on my motherfucking boundaries, right? Then the Six of Pentacles after that. This is the core issue. The exchange between me and whoever this person is, it was imbalance. One person is giving more, investing more, and supporting more. Not the other has been taking and expecting access. Not reciprocity energetic, emotionally, and spiritually. Reverse, this can show entitlement and feeling owed something that wasn't actually mutual. This person feels like I owe them. They feel like I owe them. But what do I owe you? What do I owe you? I gave you respect. I gave you respect. I gave you my time. I gave you attention. I gave you spirituality. You know, I introduced you to true spirituality. And you was all a go, all the way up until I told you, no, you're not supposed to be doing something. And I'm going to be really honest, right? I'm going to be really honest without exposing who this person is and what it is. And if you play with me, don't play with me. I break it all the way down. You asked me if you should be doing Reiki. Right? You like, yeah, my hands been itching, this, da-da-da-da-da. You asked me if you should be doing Reiki, if you should be a Reiki healer. And I said, there's something you have to take care of first. How can you be emotionally unbalanced and be doing Reiki? How can you heal somebody else and you cannot heal a wound within yourself? You do a lot of your spiritual work from the wounds, W-O-U-N-D, that has been attacking your wound, W-O-M-B. Your mother, your spirit team. We had this conversation multiple times, and I told you, you disrespected these deities, and they want to beat your ass. They want to beat your ass. And the only person that can save you is the Divine Mother. But you think, oh, I've been doing this, I've been doing that, I've been respectful. Look how the fuck you disrespect the Divine Mother. Look how you disrespect her children. Look how you disrespect her lessons. If you wanted to move in grace, you should have shut your bitch ass up. I don't like disrespect. I don't like disrespect. I don't like it. And I told you to step 5 steps back. Step 5 steps back and take a time out. And take a fucking time out before you say something that you gonna regret later. So I'm gonna leave it there. I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to give you one card for the day. I'm going to give you one card for the day. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you a Gita card. You know, that book that I sent you for free? Go read it. The only way, and that's exactly why the 2 apologies to me that you gave me, I didn't accept them. I told you, I don't accept no BS apology. I don't. You talking about you took a spiritual bath, and in the midst, I do the time on the thing, and I'm like, you ain't take no spiritual bath. Yeah, I took a spiritual bath. I was outside myself. I'm sorry about this, da-da-da-da-da. In 5 minutes, you took a spiritual bath. When did you go to God? Like, stop playing with me. Timestamps matter. You texting in your spiritual bath. No, you didn't calm down. You didn't channel the energy. You didn't ground. And that's what the problem is. You do not ground. You don't ground before you say some shit. You just talk. You just talk. You all talk. And then you hop online, you do readings and shit, and you project that energy off to your collective. And I don't like that. I don't like that. This ain't about everybody else. This is about me and you. This ain't about everybody else. This live right here is not about everybody else. And I'm going to be real honest. Even my old readings, they wasn't directly towards you. But when I'm playing it back, I'm like, damn, this motherfucker was lurking in the energy. You been feeling like this. You been feeling like this. You didn't do no truth spell to feel like this. What you did was you went online, you listened to some readers, and you got mad. You got mad because I told you weeks ago, them readers online, they gonna get your ass, they gonna have you back in spiritual psychosis. And you think that everybody is attacking you. Like, I never, and I'm gonna say this right here and right fucking now. I never, ever in my life, never, and I right hand to my son Sakai in heaven, dog. Right hand. I never in my life said that if it's not Hinduism, it is the devil. I'm a fucking occultist. I know what the devil is. I know what the devil is. The devil is sitting back and laughing at your bitch ass for taking on that fucking false ass contract and dropping the ball. That's the devil. The devil is who you give it into. You could have just fucking took a step back and be like, you know what? I got to repeat this class. That's what you could have did. But now you want to victim blame. Now you want to be the victim. That's the fucking devil. The devil is not a fucking deity. It's an energy. It's an energy. 713. Thank you so much, Divine. That's what the devil is. That's what the fucking devil is. Like, get that shit fucking right. You gonna fucking quote me? You gonna say something? Pretenders. Pretenders. That's the card. Pretenders. Those who restrain the working sense but continue to dwell on the sense objects delude themselves and are called pretenders. That's the card for you. Pretenders. Chapter 3, verse 6. Pretenders. Thank you so much, Divine. They be on it. They be on it. Pretenders. I can't make that shit up. Pretenders. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. Be happy. Be happy that this shit got exposed. Because the only way you gonna change is through exposure. And I'm not gonna air your business out. You don't know my business to air it out. But even if it did, I tell my whole story on here. I tell my whole story on here. But what a motherfucker can't say is that I ain't never, ever tried to help them. I ain't never tried to help them. That's what you cannot say. That I ain't never tried to help you, baby. Because I did my job. I'm not going to fucking sit here and babysit. I don't spiritually babysit, mentally babysit, physically babysit. Like, I got kids for that shit. I'm not babysitting nobody's motherfucking spiritual feelings, nobody's spiritual growth, none of that. If you want to do whatever, you got mad that I said you can't do Reiki. If you want to do it, go and do it. Go and do it. Go and do it. Do not get mad when motherfuckers start calling you out, start exposing you for harvesting and sucking on their fucking energy and being a fucking vampire. Don't fucking go to these deities because they mad. They gonna have your ass in fucking spiritual psychosis. And spiritual psychosis in this instant is granted. It's granted because you playing with an illusion. You playing with spirituality. You here for the aesthetics. You here for the aesthetics. I said don't do the Reiki because you like, I'm going to buy this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Why are you going to spend your money on that? Or I'm investing into my spirituality. That's not investing into your spirituality. Like, go and learn this shit. Go and buy a book. Go and read. Can't stand a motherfucker that don't read and then want to step to me with some motherfucking lessons. I'm a Google head ass motherfucker. No. No. I'm going to try to defute what you saying because of Google. Read. You did more than you required. The rest is up to God because that's who's really offended. Period. All right. I love you guys. And yo bitch ass too. Yo bitch ass too. You got that motherfucking love. You did. I ain't taking it back, but I am going to do a cord cutting. I am going to do a cord cutting. I'm telling y'all that right now. We going to do a cord cutting. I'm going to teach y'all a cord cutting on when the lesson is done, how to break it all off. Because the lines got totally fucking blurred, okay? They got totally blurred. And I'm not going to, I can't keep telling somebody I'm not your friend. I'm not your friend. When you tell somebody you're their friend and that person is not your friend too, that person is not your friend back. A friend take you and respect you. They take what you say. They don't have to do everything you say, but they respect you. And when you disrespected me, all friendships was out the door. And you disrespected me by calling me at fucking 7 o'clock in the morning on the fucking Sunday on the first of the fucking month when you know I had a class with this bullshit. And then you disrespected me when you felt like I should have called you the fuck out. Why would I call you out? What did you do for me? My moderators come on here and they moderate. They come on here and they moderate. And on top of that, Mother Anatomy, she a dreamer. She's doing her work. She's doing her work. So if I send people her way and I say, hey, y'all book with her because she can, help you with your dreams. Why? That's what you was mad about. You was mad about that. But at the end of the day, I'm like, why you mad about that? Why are you mad about that? You have more followers on your page. And the one live, and it's so crazy. Right before I went live on that day, right before I went live, Divine said, let me show you something. And I'm like, I don't understand. And they showed me. And I'm thinking like, oh, they about to show me where I'm going to level up. And it is the level up. And it's also showing me that everybody cannot go with you up to that level. Everybody can't go up to that level. So where I'm not teaching here at this level anymore, my same students, the ones that's been doing the work with me, because I'm also a student of the Divine too. It's $44. She said, how much for what? Okay. Yes, it is $44. And that's the other thing too, y'all. The Divine Pivot Oil be pivoting. It be pivoting, y'all. It's going to move you exactly where you're supposed to go. Now, this is the only place you can get the Divine Pivot Oil, y'all, for $44. There's never going to be a discount on it. Never, ever going to be a discount on it because it actually gets motherfuckers where they supposed to go. All right? It's everything. It's a crossroad. It's clear the roads, open roads. It's everything. It's the Divine Pivot, y'all. It's where you have to absolutely make decisions. You can put it anywhere on your body. It's safe. All right. You put it on your crown. You put it on your wrist. But just be ready to move. You can't stay in the same spot. And it's so crazy. People that, free will, y'all. Free will. So anyway, the card for you today, oh girl, is Pretenders. All right. Those who restrain the working sense, but continue to dwell on the sense object. So you constrain the work. You stop doing the work, but you still want the gains from the work. That's like showing up to your job and expecting to get paid for not doing shit. Okay? All right? Delude themselves and are called pretenders. All right? So I love y'all, and I will talk to y'all later. Y'all have a wonderful day on purpose, as my baby Abby always says. Okay? Have a wonderful day on purpose, and I will talk to you guys later. All right? 346-702-4044, y'all. All right? Peace. I'm gonna come with the ritual later on tonight. I'll check out my community tab for the cord cutting when the lesson is complete. Okay? Have a blessed day, y'all.